Hey, hey, hey! It is your guy, Philip Edge, man. It is Friday. It is Friday. It is Friday. Welcome to the Edge Energy Shot, y'all. Y'all know what it is, man. This is the place where, you come to get your day going. You got to get your day going so you can get your day going, man. My name is Philip Edge, for those of you who do not know me. And this is the podcast where we help you build yourself up, right? We help you build yourself up. And I don't know about you, but, building yourself up is not a bad thing. So with that being said, man, it's Friday. I want to celebrate today. I want to celebrate you today. How about that? Can we celebrate you today? Can we help you to get your mind right today? I'm hoping we can help you to get locked and loaded today. Like get really ready to go and tackle this day. So with that being said, let's get started, y'all. Edge Energy Shot. Come on.
Everything that I have that's within me is all that I need with my God by my side. How every time they turn around, I'm still winning. Regardless of feelings, I'm pursuing greatness, greatness, greatness. My destiny's greatness, greatness, greatness. I'm pursuing greatness, greatness, greatness. My destiny's greatness, greatness, greatness.
Well, you are tuned in, y'all. You are locked in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is the Edge Energy Shot. I am your guy, Philip Edge. And here on the Edge Energy Shot, we help you move from self-doubt to self-assurance, become a better leader, and help you gain greater net worth through a greater self-worth. And I am excited about it. I hope that you are, y'all. I hope that you are. Now, listen, y'all know every single day we get together Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Shameless plug, shameless plug. We don't do anything without setting our day up properly. And the way that we do that is by, releasing this daily affirmation that we got, man. We got to set the day up. Our affirmation, it looks like this. We say that I'm a force to be reckoned with. I am unstoppable. Today is my chance to shine, to lead with purpose, to speak with clarity, and act with courage. I am determined to crush my goals and dominate today. I am determined to crush my goals and dominate today. I am determined to crush my goals and dominate today. Listen, it's a mindset thing, y'all. You have to believe it, because you can have anything that you believe. Let me say it again. You can have anything that you believe. My question for you is this: do you really believe it? Do you really believe that you can have it? Do you really believe that you can possess it? Do you really believe that you can own it? That's the question that we really gotta wrestle with and play with in our mind. Right? See, as human beings, I just believe that you deserve the best. I'm going to go ahead and say it. You deserve the best that life has to offer. Now, I know some of you are looking, you're like, well, those are not the cards that I was dealt. That is not what my hand looks like right now. Philip, you don't understand the things that I'm going through, or the things that I'm growing through. You don't understand. And I'm here to tell you, you're right. I may not know your specific exact situation, but baby, trust me, I understand what you mean when we say life isn't perfect. I understand what you mean when you say I don't necessarily feel it. I understand what you mean when it feels like you're having this mental battle and you're going up and down and up and down. I understand what that means and what it feels like. Why do I understand? Because I have been there before, right? And honestly, I'm going to share this with you that sometimes just because I'm the person in front of the camera doing the motivating and providing the inspiration, that doesn't necessarily mean that I ain't going through nothing. Many times that means that I'm just the first partaker of it. So listen, I understand where you are, but just because you are where you are does not mean that you don't deserve the best. It doesn't mean that you have to settle for less. And see, the problem is many of us have been settling for less than what we deserve, because in our mind, we can't even conceive that there is more for us. We can't even conceive that there's something greater for us. So because we can't conceive it and recognize it in our mind, we just settle for what is in front of us. Yeah, that's a bar for somebody right there. You're settling for what's in front of you because you can see it. The problem is that's what you've always seen. And sometimes what you've always seen, although it's cool, although it's okay, it's not the best for you. And you deserve the best. Listen, the reality is simply this. The reality is this. You can have whatever you believe that you can have. I know. You can have whatever you believe that you can have. And you're proving it to yourself every single day because the things that you do have, those are the things that you believe that you could have, right? We're settling, y'all. We're settling for less than we deserve. Here's the thing, and you may not know this, but our bodies experience the same emotions when we dream as when we do when we're awake. Let me say it again. Our bodies experience the same emotions when we are dreaming as we do when we're awake. Literally, they can't distinguish between reality and a dream. I know some of you are looking at me like with the side eye right now, but have you ever had a dream and you woke up and you're like, that felt so real? It felt like I was really there. I mean, your body literally was experiencing the emotions as if you were there. You believed in your mind that that thing actually, you experienced that thing. You did. You did experience it. And your body is recognizing the fact that you did it. So please understand that you can't distinguish between a dream and reality. So if you dream, then while you're awake and you hold on to that dream throughout your life, what could happen if your dream becomes your current reality? And what could happen if your current reality becomes like the nightmare dream? And what could happen if you dream so big and you see so big and it becomes so normal and natural to you that the things that you currently see, those are the things that you're like, what is that? I don't accept that. I don't want that. I don't need that. There's something bigger for me. There's something bigger for me. See, I'm a true believer in that whatever we believe that we can have, we will. So let me tell you a quick story, man. Once upon a time in the forest, man, there's a little rabbit. The rabbit's name, his name was Remy, right? And Remy was separated from his family at an early age. He was separated from them at such an early age that he didn't even really remember or recognize his family. All he knew is that there was something different about him. Well, Remy had been picked up in the forest by a family of tortoises, right? A family of tortoises. Now, the crazy thing about Remy is a rabbit, but he's living with tortoises. Let me say it again. Remy is a rabbit, but he's living with tortoises. But the tortoises that were so nice to Remy, they took care of Remy. They made sure that Remy had food, and they grew Remy up, right? The parent tortoises, they were taking care of Remy just as if Remy was one of their own. And listen, they did the best that they could do. They taught Remy how to slowly walk through the forest and how to protect himself and how to eat his food. They taught him the best that they could teach him. The problem was this. Remy was learning and he was learning, but he always knew that there was something different about him. One day, as Remy was slowly walking through the forest, there was this old owl. The old owl was up on a tree, and the owl was looking, and he saw Remy coming, and he said, Remy, I've been watching you. And Remy, listen, let me tell you something. You're not who you think that you are. And Remy didn't understand what he was thinking. And the owl said this to him. He says, Remy, no one understands that as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. And Remy couldn't really comprehend that. He couldn't really understand that. And the owl began to break it down. He said, listen, the way you think affects the way you feel. And the way you feel impacts what you do. And what you do, it impacts how you live. And it's a perpetual cycle, Remy. It's a perpetual cycle, Remy. So Remy was just confused. He didn't know, he didn't understand. But the owl continued to explain to him further. He said, listen, Remy, you've been living as somebody else. You've been raised and you've been given the identity of the tortoise family. And the tortoises, listen, they're real good people and everything, but that's not who you are, right? That's not who you are. You were raised one way, Remy, but that's not who you are. You're not a tortoise. You're a rabbit. And Remy was like, a rabbit? What is a rabbit? He says, Remy, you're not slow, you're fast. Speed is your identity. He said, Remy, you got to start recognizing who you really are. And Remy couldn't believe what he was hearing. He was like stuck. Oh my gosh, I am not a tortoise. What do you mean I'm not a tortoise? But all those feelings that he had been having, all those things that he had been having in his mind, he started to start putting one and one together. And he started to see himself differently. Well, down the road, the owl continued to just, every time he saw Remy, he would give him a little nugget of wisdom. He would give him another little nugget of wisdom. Well, one day, there's this race that was happening within the forest, and all the animals were talking about it. And the owl looked to Remy, and he's like, it's your time, man. It's your time. And Remy was like, what do you mean? I don't enter a race. I'm a tortoise. And the owl said, no, Remy, remember, you're a rabbit. So the owl encouraged Remy to enter the race, and Remy finally, reluctantly, entered the race. And when he entered the race, Remy got into the race, but Remy's mind is all racing, going back and forth. But ultimately, watch this, when the gun went off and when Remy went into action, he stopped thinking about what he was taught, and he started thinking and acting based on who he was. And Remy started running that race, y'all. And when I say he ran, and even the fox, who thought he was gonna be the winner, ultimately found himself as the loser to this guy named Remy, because Remy won the race. And Remy walked into who he was, a rabbit, not a tortoise. How does this relate to us? Well, it relates to us simply because you also might not be living up to who you are. You might be living in a different identity based on what other people are telling you, what other people are saying to you, right? But what I'm here to tell you today is this: your mind will dictate for you also everything, and what you believe about yourself, it will be true. So my question for you is, what do you believe about yourself? Do you believe that it's possible? Do you believe that you can? Or do you believe and you're going to settle for what you see? Because what you see is not who you are. So it's time today to get out of the way that you're thinking and start seeing and believing something different. You can have and achieve whatever you believe in your mind that you can. That, my friend, is today's energy shot. It's time to unlock your potential. It's time to walk out. It's time to step out on faith. It's time to start becoming who you are and who you really are. I told you, right? It's a triangle. The way you think impacts the way you feel. The way you feel impacts what you do. And what you do, it impacts the way that you think. That's the cycle. It's time to break it. Start thinking different, start doing different, and start living different. It's your guy, Philip Edge. It's a Friday, y'all. It's time to have a good time. Go unlock yourself and be who you're called to be. That's it. Peace, y'all.
Everything that I have that's within me is all that I need with my God by my side. How every time they turn around, I'm still winning. Regardless of feelings, I'm pursuing greatness, greatness, greatness. My destiny's greatness, greatness, greatness. I'm pursuing greatness, greatness, greatness. My destiny's greatness, greatness, greatness.